Hi, welcome to Simply Sango. Thank you for clicking on this post. If this is your first time here, my name is Sango, yours truly. I'm a Japanese Jamaican living in Japan, and I do a whole bunch of stuff on this channel. Makeup, music, vlogs, life in Japan. We're still figuring out what I'm doing, including my intro. It's been a couple of days after a work week just begun, and it's already kind of hectic. And I noticed that I didn't have the time to like sit down and just like, you know, chill. I have my glass of something wine and my makeup stuff, so that's what we'll be doing today. I haven't done makeup in a while because the humidity is just so annoying. Go grab your cup, and if you haven't already, I'm giving you 3 seconds to click that subscribe button, please, pretty please. I've already prepped my face, like skincare and all that, with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. Now, although I'm not going anywhere, I'm actually gonna like keep in mind that whole hot, humid temperature outside in Japan, and do type of makeup that kind of caters to that environment. I mean, as long as you don't do stupid things like walk underneath the blazing sun for 30 minutes straight with full makeup on, you're fine. Like, people don't usually do that, do they? Me, I'm people, I do that. Also gonna add the Too Faced the Prime and Peachy Cooling Matte Perfecting Primer. I'll take some of this in areas that I usually get oily. For those of you guys who's in Japan, how did you spend your Obon week? Me personally, I mean, you guys saw the vlog, so I was kind of up and down. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 300. I'm not going in too much. I usually take the foundation on my hand right here and use like a kind of dense brush and just go over the areas that I want to even the tone. Make sure you go down your neck as usual. And voila, that's my foundation. I'll be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade 35N Medium. I'll just go over slightly on the parts that, for example, is too red or kind of have a pimple, like a red spot or a dark spot, and just blend that with the foundation. Yeah. Now I'm going to use a clean brush and kind of top that in and kind of get rid of the excessive foundation that's on my face. I'll go under my eye. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know if everybody else does this, but I've seen in Auntie Jackie's videos where she leaves her concealer under her eye for a couple of minutes, and I guess it stays longer that way, but I'm not sure. But what I'm actually gonna do is we'll go over my under eyes, and then I'll go over my eyelids to kind of prep my lids for my eyeshadows for later on. My sponge is damp. We're gonna do that. So the concealer was a bit lighter than I thought under my eyes, so I actually brought it a little bit down along the side of my nose and above my cheekbones. So I'm going to do the same for the opposite side. One thing I really have been trying to do recently is when I'm using like a bright concealer, I also try to highlight as well. And I've learned that when you're concealing, you don't go sideways, but because you kind of want to give your face like a natural lift, you go a bit above your cheekbone. Ever since I've cut my hair, I can't do a ponytail, so my face droops. So the next tip that I'm going to be doing is another tip that I learned from a different YouTuber, and this one is from Child. You should check her YouTube out, it's really nice. She's funny too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten the inner corner of my eyes right here. I don't know what it does, but it accentuates the center of your face that it gives it a bright effect, I guess. So I'm just gonna put a brighter shade like right in the middle right here, and then I'm gonna put it also what did I do on the top of my cheekbone, like right where my cheekbone kind of curves up. That's where I want to put a little dab on my chin as well. I don't want to accentuate my forehead. It's there already. It's naturally accentuated, so I'm not gonna do that. And when you're doing this, go gently, like small bouncy movements. So important, because you don't want to get it anywhere else, or else it's just gonna look a mess. Ooh, see what that does? I don't know what it does, but it does whatever it's doing. I'm kind of like using the excessive product on my sponge to kind of spread it out a little bit and blend out. So we're gonna set our face with Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. That's a long ass name. I don't know what it is with all these products with long names. So I'm gonna go along the areas that I just concealed, which is kind of easy for the product to slip around, and voila. I'm basically just kind of letting everything sit back until I'm ready for the rest. So in the meanwhile, I'll do my eyeshadows. No, before that, I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows. Ba-ba! Since I mentioned Jackie Aina earlier, I'm gonna use this Jackie Aina's Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. So first I'm gonna start off with Ginger, this light orange color in the corner up here, and kind of go over my eye socket. That does not sound nice. Eye socket. Do people call this eye socket? I'm gonna keep adding colors to kind of let that orange pop a little bit more, because I'm trying to go glammy today. I'm not even going anywhere. Lord help me. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like this orange really turns gray with my skin. I'm sorry, I can't stick to one palette. I'm gonna take the orange color from the James Charles Morphe palette, like this color right here, and kind of go up around the outer corner of my lids. How's that? How is that? Yeah, I like how that looks. Next, I'm going to go in with Credit right here. It's like this reddish brown color ish, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go underneath the orange that I just put. I'm going to blur that out a little bit more and blend it with the orange, but not too outward. I'm actually going to do the wing part with that same brush, and it's not bad. What I wanted to do was I wanted to make the bottom of the outer corner of my eyelids a little bit more intense. So I'm gonna add a little bit more towards the end, and I'm trying to keep it at like a high angle, just like the concealer, so that a natural eye lift, facelift effect. Kind of like to flick it upwards to give it kind of like a cat eye vibe. Now I'm going to go along the lash line a little bit as well. So I'm going to go in with Zam right here, and I'm just going to go over the areas that's basically kind of like bright right now. And I will focus a little bit on the inner part of my eye rather than stretching it out too much. Damn, look at that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna buff it out a little bit to kind of give it like a smoky glitter effect. Who knows if that's a thing or not. Now, because that glitter was kind of big and chunky, I'm gonna actually try to intensify it with Soleil. Top it over what I just did. Oh. Clean up a little bit. So this is love. So this is love. So I'm going back with the credits at the bottom of my eye and kind of blend it in with that gold. So I'm going to use the same, kind of the same similar pattern, ginger, under my eye. I actually like using ginger even without this palette because it's orange. It color corrects your under eye a bit. So I'm going to use edges this time. Right here. Edges. And I'm going to go with a little bit more intense brush and go under. Alright, next. So that now that I just kind of gave my under eye a little bit of color, kind of fuzz it out a little bit, I'm gonna give it a little bit of intensifying color with the dark brown credit again. Yes, I'm using it again. I'm going along the lash line this time. I'm gonna curl my lashes and do my lashes and be right back. Okay, we're done with my eyes. My lashes is on. Look at that. Wow. I'm gonna try to use this NARS one. I have a bad feeling that it's kind of too light for me, but it just says NARS bronze powder. It doesn't say the shade. See, this is the problem with Japan's cosmetic. They think everybody has the same skin tone. We're gonna kind of bronze and contour at the same time. But I guess, like, are you even seeing that? Is that okay? It's visible. I guess it's a good shade for like slightly contouring and bronzing. But ooh, I love the texture. It goes on so smooth. Like, look at that. Ooh. So next I'm gonna what's it called? Blush. I'm going to use my usual Morphe 9B palette. I'm gonna use this red color right here. I guess, like, since I'm using orange, I'm gonna kind of pair it with the same tangy tropical orangish vibe. I'm gonna use Shady Bitch, and I'm gonna go a little bit low, but like right above the cheek, the blush that I just did. Oh my god, look at that. Next I'm going to use Vacation on the tip of my nose. So there are people who put it at a lower point of the tip of their nose, like right here, and then there's me who put it like kind of up here, because I want to give that little doink kind of effect, like that doink, that nose that goes doink. I don't know how else to explain it. So for the lips, I'm actually gonna use Kylie Cosmetics lip liner and Candy K, and go over the top with NARS oil infused lip tint. Okay, so I'm gonna top it with the NARS. This is what it looks like on the lip. It's really low-key. I actually didn't contour my forehead, so we're gonna do that and finish off. Okay, so we're done. This is the final outcome. Yes, I'm feeling it. Yes, I put a little wig on. I didn't put it on properly, but you know, I'm about to go to sleep, so it doesn't really matter. But thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini tutorial. It's not mini, it's probably long, but I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And if you did, please subscribe, like, and share. thank you in advance, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye. Subscribe.